In this video, we're going to start the process of making 2 gallons of Pilsner style beer. Hi, I'm Charles, and welcome to DIY Fermentation, your site for doing fermentation on a shoestring budget. Again, as always, if you like what you see here and you'd like to see more, please click on the subscribe and notify buttons, and I'll put one out every week. Okay, before we begin, let's say a few words about just what it is that we are going to be making today. We're going to be making a Brewdemon Signature Series One Evil Pilsner. Basically, it's beer makings in a can. Inside, you're going to find your yeast. According to the ingredients, you're going to have malted barley, water, hops, hop extract, and yeast. No additives or preservatives. Now, this one can will make 1 gallon of beer. Since I've got a 3-gallon fermenter, I've decided to give this one a real good try and make 2 gallons of it. Hopefully it'll turn out to something that will at least look and taste like beer, but we'll give it a shot and see. We have a pot of hot tap water, and what we're going to do with that is that we're going to take the lid off of the cans. We're going to remove the yeast, and we're going to go ahead and let the cans sit in that hot tap water for a while, just to warm them up. And while we're waiting for those to warm up, we'll go ahead and start adding fresh water to our fermenter. We now want to add 4 cups of filtered water to our pot, and we want to bring this to a boil. 4 cups. Let's put this on high and wait for this to boil. Okay, now that we've got that to a nice good boil, let's turn off the heat. Move that out of the way. Let's move this back a bit. And let's start opening up our cans. Ouch, hot. Off to the side. Let's get back where we can see it. Ah. It has a very sweet, almost molasses-like smell to it. All right, we now want to pour in our mixture into our still chilled 4 quarts of water. And we want to bring the level up to 8.5 quarts. That's it. All right, now that it's in there, let's go ahead and give it a bit of a stir. $68 degrees. All right, let's go ahead and cover that up. The next thing we're going to do is add our yeast, but I want to wait till the temperature comes up a bit more before I do that. Right now it's sitting at 64 degrees. I want to bring it up to at least 68, probably 72, which is room temperature. So we'll just go ahead and let that warm itself up. We'll add our yeast, and then that will be that. Okay, now that the temperature has come up a bit, we can go ahead and start pitching our yeast. I want to do 2 things before I do that. Well, one thing before I do that. I want to take an initial gravity reading. So we'll have something to compare it to later on. And oh, you can float higher than that, I'm sure. Get in there. All right. We'll take a look at that one later. And let's go ahead and pitch the yeast with the included yeast packets. That's one. That's 2. All right, no need to stir it. All we need to do at this point is just put the cap on loosely, because I want to get this gravity reading and pour this beer to be back in the fermenter. So let's see if I can get an initial number. Looks like we're going to start at looks like 1.040. Yep, 1.040. Let's put the cap back on. And for those of you who have seen earlier videos, this one does come with its own built-in airlock, so there's no need for me to put in a standard airlock. We give this a good 5 to 7 days to do its primary fermentation, and then we'll move it into secondary fermentation with by putting them in bottles for another 2 weeks, and then after that we chill and we enjoy. So we'll stand by for part 2.